Wow, you guys, it's been quite a long time since I got out with the babies like that in the stroller. And I have to say the wind is cold, but hey, it's sunny today. It will be a complete waste to keep those little pups another day in the one room only that has the heater. They're all packed up and they're really cranky. This guy, I'm just waiting for him to fall asleep so I can actually put his blankie on because he's gonna kick it out. Anyway, so it's good to have sunny days, huh? Sometimes I just feel like when it's only cloudy, I don't want even to get my nose outside of the house. But it's so good. It feels so good to be out for a walk with the babies. Today is the 22nd, so my boys are still at school. Remember, no Christian country. They're at school till the 24th, and I don't know if it's going to be the whole day or they just come before lunch home. And it'll be really tough if I wanted to make something special to cook for Thanksgiving. For Christmas Eve. And they come with all their stuff that has to be washed for the winter break, and me cooking, and the twins, they're just so moving now everywhere. I mean, if you haven't noticed, they're with shoes now. You cannot see her shoes because you can see them. Yeah, they're with shoes now. This last Sunday we actually went to the neighbor prefecture and to visit a relative. And then on the way back, those boys, they're boys, have to find some place where they can run their energy out. So we stopped on the way home to a park. Those two were so cute. They were they were trying to walk, and they will have, this little guy will have two of his brothers holding his hands, and they walk together. Oh, it melts my heart. It really melts my heart. And they were just so fast growing, and this little girl is fascinated with sand. She would just sit there and feels the sand with her hands, with all her sensors, and she giggles and giggles. So cute. Oh, they're precious. Oh, somebody's burning something, probably fire close by, because it's really stinky and foggy around here. Yeah, I can see the source. I don't know how is the corona going around the world now. I honestly don't even want to listen to that anymore. Honestly, I'm quite tired of it, and that doesn't mean I have to ignore it. But I'm really tired of it. It's just been the hardest year in the world, and that's the year my twins are born. I'm like, seriously? This couldn't get any better, in a sarcastic kind of way, but yeah. And this Christmas will be different in a lot of ways, and I mean, for you guys, will be different in a way that you probably cannot be with your relatives and stuff. For me, it's always different since I'm here, because it's not like you start the holidays from the mid of December and where school ends. I mean, at least the kids, No, they till the last day, and I'm pretty sure some schools even work or function till the Friday, which is the 25th, Christmas Day. It's never been easy for me to do that. I don't like it. All my life I grew up and knew that holidays are holidays, and I mean you can't do much. You can just roll with it. But I remember years when the bigger boys were attending nursery school, and that thing is open non-stop. I mean, no holidays, no. I mean, I think only on national holidays they're closed, but that stuff is open during Corona, during everything, and they just open all the time, non-stop. So I remember, I don't know how many years it's been, but like probably at least one I remember that we were thinking, should they open the presents before they go to the nursery school or after? It's just like that. It's just so weird. It's so weird. It's not like, hey, it's family time, everybody stays home, and you know, we cook together, we have good time together, we play games. And no, it's like, let's have to the end rush of going to school, coming back from school, getting everything from the school. You should see them, how they come home the last day of school, the last term, the last day of the term. I mean, they come home with absolutely everything that's boxed or packaged in some sort, like recorder, like sets of, I don't know, sewing sets, wooden carpenter kind of sets. Everything comes home, like all the bags, all the boxes, everything that is in cases of some sort, it goes home. Nothing stays home, nothing stays to school until January. And then from January to March will be the last term of the school year, and then in April they start the new school year. And when I say January, like it's probably the first Monday of January they go. I don't know, I'm not sure yet. But what I'm saying is like highly different from everywhere else, and you just roll with it, whether you like it or not, you roll with it. After all, yeah. Anyways, there's a lot of things I just wanted to share about. This other day, oh, she's asleep. This other day we had I think it was the weekend. On the weekend we had slumber party with my boys again. I think I told you last time I talked about slumber parties. I never had it when I was little, so to me that's exciting. Like, we're trying different things. But the last time they were really tired. All three of them were with us, so we were like 6 people on 3 futons. Don't even ask. We squished and smashed somehow, because they're still small and the babies, and I can literally get into futon and a half. And when it's cold, we're all like literally squishing with each other, so it's okay. But you know, we have the Christmas lights around the room, so it's really lit and beautiful. And I'm gonna take the high road today. Going up a hill now, so sorry for the shaking. So we decided to try something different, like feel a little bit uncomfortable, but actually it helped me a lot. I don't really I wish I could know a little bit more of child psychology, and every kid is different and unique, and every kid it's like one person is a different universe, you know. Everybody's what's inside of their head is different, how they develop as a human and develop characteristics. It's just everybody's different, right? So, but you know, there are certain traits that we all follow up as growing up. So I tried to read as many ladies' blogs and as many suggestions and other moms what they've tried, and this one popped up in my mind. So they were tired though. They were really tired. I think the middle guy from the 3 boys, he just wanted to sleep. But so we started this. We're not going to do it every time, but I thought it was really helpful for me as a parent. I told them, so here's the thing. We are going to take turns and ask the rest of us one uncomfortable question that is going to that's a question that you always wanted to ask, but you kind of hesitated, or you're scared, or you just don't feel comfortable with, or you didn't have time, because it's always like rush. We always race with time, right? So we did that. We did that, and I learned a lot about them. And yeah, we just brutally honest. Like, for example, I would ask my middle guy, he's my weak spot. I don't know much about how to deal with him, but I guess each family has like a black sheep. It's not like a black sheep, it's more like a challenge of communication of some sort. I don't know. So I just asked him directly, like, why do you hate mommy? And so he started with he said something like, because you're angry with me all the time. And I'm like, so it's true then, because if it was not true, you would say, no, that's not true, mommy, but I don't like when you're angry with me all the time, like. So I'm like, okay, so you really hate mommy, huh? He got embarrassed and he buried his face in his blankets. I don't know what to make out of that, but so when they asked me questions, I was brutally honest with them too. It's like, this is how I act when I feel like that. This is what I do when I see you do that. So we made things clear. I think it's good to clear the air a little bit. Like, sometimes it just shoot those questions, ask why, and not just keep it and wonder. And I think in every relationship with everybody should be like that. Of course, it's easier to say than do, but I think it's doable. And especially with those people you spend most of your time, how not true that is, I don't really spend most of my time with them three, interestingly enough. Most of their time they spend at school at this time, and they've been doing that since they were 2, which again wasn't my choice. I did not want that, but hey, on the bright side, from the Japanese point of view, they teach them from 2-year-old to brush their teeth regularly, to go and wash their hands after bathroom, which even teachers don't do sometimes here. Let me clear that air here. The truth is the truth. Not everybody growing up since 2 does those things. But anyways, independency, right? I would be wondering why my kid comes home with like 2 pairs of clothes wet, pre-washed. They pre-wash them probably with cold water because it just stinks like soup. But they try. And I wonder why they do that. And then on the plastic bag it says in Japanese, it explains what is on the soup, on the clothes. So sometimes it will be soup, sometimes it will be tea. Wheat tea as like a mandatory drink. Tea and milk. So I was wondering why they would come home, like, don't they look at the kids, don't they help them, or I don't know. So of course it's not possible for two teachers per room to take care of each individual, let's say of 12 kids or something. I mean, it's probably possible, but like, they have to eat too, And I do remember in my daycare when I was attending as a little kid, because my both parents worked, the same thing happened to us too. Like, my mom would be angry when I come home with my little uniform like stained with soup or whatever. But for adults that's not a big deal. But anyway, so my point, what I wanted to point out here is, like, they let them spill their tea, they let them spill all their soup on their legs so that they can have the experience, and then they will change them, which is no problem. They could do that. But they let them, or liberally they let them do that. I'm pretty sure in many cases they also let them fight. And of course, when it gets really physical and rude, they have to split them. But like, they let them get harmed, so they know not to do it to the others. Like, I think in a way it's a good thing to socialize with other little people around you like that. But for me, it would be better if I were there instead of somebody we pay to take care of my kids. Of course, they got attached to their teachers. Some of them, their teachers love them too, because my boys were a little bit different and cute. And I'm not saying the others are not cute, but mine are cuter. Let me tell you that mine are much cuter, because they're half, and it's just they would like say something in English and it will be helpful for the teachers. To this day, my kids in the elementary school are very helpful to their in-room teacher when the ALT, the English teacher, shows up, and there's no way for the both adults to communicate with each other what they want to do next with an activity or whatever. So my kids jump in and explain from one language to the other, no problem, jump in. But that's that. Sometimes life plays out not the way you wanted it to be, unfortunately, and you take it as it is, right? No matter how much you don't like it or you struggle, and nobody cares, and just that's how it is. Okay, I'm gonna try now put the blanket on this little guy so that he can feel warm too, because I'm worried about the wind. Hi, my little kitty pie. He is so cute. He actually snores like a man. He's so cute. I know they have their cover on their body, but like the wind is really strong, so I want to make sure their legs are warm. And then he's not kicking, so guys, sorry about that. I'm just my camera's all over the place, but I think it's a good thing to not take any chances. It's like I'm stuck with them every day in the kitchen / living room. There's no way out of it. Like even in the hallways are horribly cold, like freezers. Okay, oh, sorry, Kalea. Okay, she can be warm too. Okay, nice. Okay, they're growing things now. I don't know what that is. It seems like there's the same thing. Look how beautiful it is, you guys. And it's quiet. And it's sunny. And it's just the wind. The wind is really cold, but we'll deal with that. I don't really take that road very often, but I should. It's like a high road, and only industrial cars pass by, like K-trucks and tractors and things like that. And you pass some broccoli plants. They're so cute. Can you see them inside? They're really, really cute. Really cute. I like broccoli. And speaking of broccoli, I have to tell you, those little twins, they love broccoli. I don't know why, but they do. They fight for it. Like if I put on his high chair table more, she would go and grab some, and vice versa. They really like it. Do you guys have any special foods that you like to cook for Christmas or Christmas Eve or Christmas Day? Or I was about to tell you about this Russian salad that we always make, right? It's I don't know why they call it Russian, but it's Russian salad. And back home, that was our tradition with my mom to always make like one huge pot of it and keep it outside, because it's too big for our fridge, and outside was like, honestly, so with snow fall and all the time, so we kept it outside. And made sure the cats don't get it. But the basics of it is vegetables boiled and eggs and mayonnaise. And so I can share with you the recipe that we use at home. So you boil lots of potatoes. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you measurements because you can do it with your judgment, okay? So you boil potatoes and carrots and peas and eggs, and then you mash the eggs and you mash the potatoes. The potatoes, they just mash up themselves really because they're so soft. Even if you cut them, you just use the fork. Yeah, I use the fork for everything. For the carrots, I actually dice them before I drop them in the water to boil, so they're like into cubes or some sort of little pieces, but not too little, not too big, just right. And so that's potato, carrots, peas, eggs, and then if you have some sort of ham or a salami or a sausage of some sort that is non-cooked, it will be nice. You slice as much as you want of that too. And I usually use ham because easy for me to find here. Salami would add more, flavor because they have more seasonings inside. But yeah, anything works. Meat, well, not really anything, but like of the sort. And pickles, I get usually from Costco the pickles, the jars. They used to sell them with two in a pair, but now I see them selling them in a huge, much bigger jar, one jar. So we got that one last time. We kept it for Christmas, and then you slice some of those too inside, and you mix all that with mayonnaise. You put quite a good amount of it, mayonnaise, and you mix everything together, and it's really yummy when the stuff has been together for a little bit. So right away it's yummy too, but the vegetables are still probably warm from the boiling. So I like it when it's cold. I do. It smells really good in the room when you make it. And you can garnish it with, you don't have to put salt because the meat has salt, and the pickles have flavor too, so I don't think you need any seasonings. Maybe you could put some black pepper if you don't have little kids, but I don't. You mix all that in a big pot. Make sure there is enough mayonnaise on the bottom, because many times I kind of forget to mix it really well and miss the very, very bottom center part. So make sure there is equally mayonnaise everywhere between the veggies, and it becomes really yummy and looks really good. It's colorful. And then I garnish it usually with olives on top. And quite honestly, it's only me and my oldest boy that we eat olives in our house, but we really love olives, so we put them on the side and we eat them, just him and I, separately. Don't garnish the whole pot with them, or if I do the others, they just don't eat it. That's how it is. So it's hard to find whole olives. They used to sell them in Costco in cans, but I don't see it anymore since a little bit even before the pandemic, actually. I don't know. We used to buy those cans. They were like 6 in a pack with the black non-seeded. They take the seed out, and it was easy to use, but it's okay. I find some Spanish little cans that are imported in a local shop that we have here that has goods that are from other countries, but usually Southeast Asia. So sometimes they have things from Europe. And actually one time they had sweets from Bulgaria, and I took a picture and I bought one. But then when they finished, they didn't get more, so that's that, it's gone. I was so surprised and I was so happy to see that, and bought it, and my kids and I, it was a bit pricey, but like you don't buy that every day as sweets, and it was really good. It's like a biscuit that has like caramel and it's all covered with chocolate. I love it. But yeah, Russian salad is, if you make it in a pot and you keep it in a cool place, it's good for 3-4 days. I mean, in my house doesn't even stay for that long because you can just apply it on a piece of bread, and that's just fine. You can toast it, you can just eat it like that on a fresh piece of bread. It's really good. I like it. So I hope it was clear, the instructions. You choose the quantity of whatever you put, but I can tell you again. So it's like potatoes, carrots, peas and eggs all boiled, then some sort of meat like sausage or ham. Ham works the best if you ask me personally. Back home I use the sausage, but they don't have the same kind of sausage here, so obviously I don't know. Then you add the pickles sliced, and then you put a lot of mayonnaise, and if you like olives like me, you can garnish with olives, and if you want, you can put black pepper. Salt is not necessary unless you really like things salty, but we don't. So that's that. And I'll stop here because it's kind of hard to push only with one hand to people, and I'm gonna go downhill now, so it's gonna be a really nice stroll, and I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye.